Hey friends, thanks for tuning in. Got some good snow the other day, so it's warming up and melting, but it's very nice and important to get whatever moisture we can. Every drop I'm so grateful for with how dry it's been. It sort of leads into my main topic today. I've had my official, let's say, firefighting initiation, I've actually now been on multiple real live wildfires. And yeah, it's been awesome to finally get that real life experience. I've been training for it all year, and now I've had my first taste of the real life experience of it. So I'll share that today, and yeah, it should be a little quick vlog. So yeah, last week we had a couple of red flag days, which high winds and really dry, very high chance of fire. And since I have less classroom training, I've been trying to spend more time at the station to get experience on calls, and just keep practicing that way, because that's teaches me so much. And so yeah, one day we saw that a fire started down southeast of the Springs, just out basically in the desert with a whole bunch of dried grass, and within an hour it blew up to like 1,000 acres, and then in a couple hours it blew up to 5,000 acres, because with all just the wind, and so it was just ripping through the dead grass dry grass. So about an hour after it started, they called for just all surrounding stations that could send resources essentially close to it. So I'd say like resources around Colorado Springs, maybe 30 departments, 20 departments. I know a lot of them showed up to help get it dealt with, and it was awesome. It was cool to see like a pretty large operation. Like at one point I saw probably like 60, 70 different apparatuses all in a staging area, and we had multiple different roles and just different jobs that we were doing. So we just took one of our trucks down with a crew of 3, and yeah, I got to do a bunch of things, including actually fight the live fire just at the places we're supposed to. Just took our truck like along the fire line, just taking a hose and putting it out. So pretty cool. It was fun. And just driving off road and basically out in the desert and putting fire out and dealing with hot spots. And we escorted some dozers and graders that were cutting fire line to stop the spread. And anyway, we left the station at like 5 p.m. and got down there a bit after 6, and we ended up firefighting until about midnight. But it ended up being really successful. We got it all dealt with, and by the next day, even though it continued to be a red flag day, the fire didn't spread beyond the containment that we had done, and it ended up all being good. So successful. It was cool to see like a fairly large operation, and yeah, I had no idea what I was doing, but I was grateful to just have my the person who was the officer who was in charge of my crew. He just told me what to do. He knew it was my first time, and was really supportive, and learned a lot, and yeah, had no issues. And so it was awesome. It was awesome to be able to experience that and have my first real life firefighting. And so then, so got home late, like close to 2 in the morning, went to sleep, and the next morning I wake up and just decided to go back to the station. It was another red flag day and get more experience on calls. And that afternoon, there were 4 of us at the station, and we got a call for an outdoor wildfire. And so, yeah, that was actually really crazy. We'd like book it. And there were 4 of us. We took two trucks, and I was driving one. It was my first time driving lights and sirens, and we could see the smoke from pretty far away, but we ended up getting there really fast. We had an awesome response time, and yeah, we were the first 2 trucks. We were first on scene, and yeah, so that was kind of crazy to there's 4 of us, and there's a fire right here. There's, I'd say maybe a quarter acre. It's moving through grass. There's some trees that have dead low-hanging limbs, and the fire was climbing up the trees. It hadn't gotten high yet, but it was climbing. There's flames, and it's oh wow, we got to deal with this. It was not even very far from my house, and it was not far, maybe a couple hundred yards max from getting into some serious woods that was right next to a neighborhood. So it was intense to pull up on that thing, even though it wasn't big yet. But yeah, we started with the 2 trucks, so we got 2 hoses on it, and we got it contained, and then pretty soon 3 more departments for all around showed up for backup, and we got it fully put out, fully dealt with, and yeah, it was learned so much on that, because I had multiple snags of just issues with the pump, getting the pump going, issues with some not knowing where certain tools were, and all sort. The real life situation really exposes where the gaps in knowledge or the gaps are. But luckily it ended up just so grateful for every issue that I encountered, personally. Someone else ended up being there to help out and get it dealt with and solved. And so yeah, I was really grateful for my team, and grateful to be learning from just a whole bunch of awesome people. And yeah, it felt good to be able to be a first responder on a wildfire that's not too far from my house. And it really motivates me to keep growing as a first responder. Not for a job, or not for it, but just as a way to serve my community. It feels, yeah, I keep feeling drawn into it, and it feels right for me at this time. So I'm just keep exploring and pressing into this path and gaining experience. And yeah, every step of the way I feel like I'm getting small amounts of clarity. For example, just it really is the serving my local community here is the aspect of it that really continues to call to me and feels meaningful to me. It's not about a job or anything like that. It leads me into this last couple days, been really busy just getting my life ready so that I can go on wildland deployments anywhere in the country if we get called to be backup resources. Starting here in May, for the rest of the summer, I'm eligible and ready to go out on deployments. So anywhere from a couple days to 2 weeks. On rare occasions it'll be more than 2 weeks, but yeah, I feel excited for the opportunity to learn on real life fires, especially that aren't local. It really feel like it'll be a good way to grow skills and to learn as a way to be better for my own local community. That's, as I said, that's sort of what really is drawing me. Yeah, I don't know how I'll really think about it. Based on my first sort of little deployment in the Springs, just that one night thing, and seeing kind of how a bigger operation works, it would be like that or even bigger. So I don't really know what it'll look like, but I feel excited about just getting experience on fighting wildfire. And because it'll allow me to be better here at home for my own community. So yeah, just getting that live experience. I was on my first medical call where I was the lead, the primary, since I'm got my certification now, and learned a lot on that. It's never perfect. There's always places for improvement, but just grateful to keep getting the practice because of how, it's always challenging. And yet I'm so grateful to be doing it and to have the opportunity to be learning. Rest of life, I'm still working through other things and coming up with ideas that I'll continue to share about on these vlogs. I'm going to Toastmasters, so I'm still speaking consistently. I haven't done any more speeches yet, but another speech is coming. I know I'm working on it. But either way, at Toastmasters, there's always opportunities to speak, even when I'm not giving an official speech as like a primary speaker for the meetings. So, and that's been really cool. It opened up an opportunity with the Toastmasters, like 2 of us are going to a local elementary school and doing a little breakout session for a small group, and just once a week teaching kids just a little workshop, a little master class on public speaking and leadership. And I'm really grateful to have an opportunity to work with kids. It's been going really well. I feel like I'm mostly just teaching them the same thing I'm learning, how to express yourself and to speak and to share in front of a group. And so I'm in the same boat as the kids that I'm teaching, but it's been cool. It's been so awesome to have an opportunity to work with kids and to teach kids. I've always had that on my heart. I just haven't really had opportunities. So when that opportunity came up, I wanted to take advantage of that. So grateful to Toastmasters for that, and it does feel good to continue to have practice speaking. And so I've been doing less vlogs lately. It's just life has been full. But I'm gonna keep doing it. If I can get back to doing them every week and it feels good and right, I'll do that. Otherwise, I've been kind of doing every other week lately, and it's just been helpful for me at this time. So I'm just relaxing my requirement to have them out every week on myself, and I'm gonna keep being consistent with it, keep sharing, keep vlogging, but it might not be every week, as you've seen if you're keeping up with this. So anyway, thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be able to share my life with you guys, and thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in, and so I'll keep talking to you all in the future, and love you all. Thank you so much.